I mean, so it's a lot of young kids. And don't get me, I'm not a basketball fanatic. I don't
that is a large transition.
I don't just watch basketball like that. But I'm a Carmelo fan. From back in when he was wearing the
braids, bruh.
Wearing the braids, talking about some blue and yellow. I like my nuggets, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Pre-Lala days.
Bro.
I'm telling you, we about to have a whole other episode. Is women like really the downfall of the athletes?
No. That's the whole second half. This going to be a second half. Like we going in there right after this.
Bro, was it Charlamagne was like, or somebody said Lala was like, I don't know, vanilla or something. Like, yeah, Lala tastes like vanilla. She look like she tastes like vanilla.
Charlamagne a nasty bro. He is. Like, this nigga first off, his name's Charlamagne. This man look like a lizard. Like,
bro, they said, bro, it was a meme. It was like, it's like basically this is what Charlamagne think he looked like. It was like Serge Ibaka. I was like, bro. Definitely gonna find that meme.
But anyway, do you really think that Carmelo is gonna be able to hang with these? Because even
is going to have to be a
is having trouble.
facilitator.
Even LeBron, like I can't say like
Facilitate.
LeBron ain't having trouble like you think like everybody else is, but LeBron is having trouble. Like, be honest.
When you learn how to be a facilitator versus trying to score the most points, that's
LeBron's
when you have learned the game.
LeBron has not.
Yeah.
Yes, he had. All right, look,
he transitioned in Miami.
His team has always been trash. Like,
he transitioned at the end of Miami, by the way.
Go back to high school. He's always been a facilitator. He has a give to pass the ball. It's like his teams has always been.
This nigga sound like.
You know what? I'm not even
always
gonna
been trash though. Where it's like he had to score, and now with Kyrie, he was the point guard, but he wasn't. He didn't have assists.
No. My question is, so if he was born a so-called passer, you say, let's argue. I love that topic. Let's argue. But if he was born a passer, as you say, damn, how come Kyrie's hands was always empty and didn't have the ball in it? Don't get me wrong, Kyrie.
Because LeBron has that IQ where it's like if it's somebody else's knife.
Finish. I was gonna get to his IQ because that man's ball vision, court smart.
He at the highest.
He's got some of the. He's damn near up there with Jordan. The real reason people compare him to Jordan is not because how he played. It's his IQ.
Obviously not.
Oh my God.
No, because the closest to Michael is gonna be Kobe.
But even Kobe's IQ, like, it's not about how they play. It's not physically how they perform. But watch everybody that they be like, he's the next great. He was great. Even back when Curry was really hooping, it wasn't because, like, of course he has an uncanny.
It's knowing when to shoot.
It's knowing how
and it's
to
knowing
shoot.
when to pass.
It's think of the way that they shoot. Like, they can shoot like this. They can, like it's just an IQ. So you can say that they have a natural ball vision, a court smart, a natural IQ.
Pretty much they're just playing checkers, or everybody else is playing chess.
Like, you said it backwards.
Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying.
Look, I didn't want to say it. You just see me breathe. I didn't want to. I tried to whisper it.
But no, I think what you're saying is like at the same time. Look, I feel like Molly right now. Kareem. She'd be like, so how do you feel about snowflakes? Like, what, Molly? Like, if you don't get. No, it's like when I'm looking at what you're saying. Put it like this: when LeBron has to go into 150 mode, and we've all seen 150 mode LeBron,
kind of
it's almost scary. It's almost disrespectful.
But it's also
like, but if you take the L in the game, what the freak was it worth? You get what I'm saying? It's like LeBron, instead of giving Kyrie his credit, sat there and let the media give him all the credit and lost your best man.
Like, no cap.
Like, honestly, I feel like the Cavs, after the injuries was over with and everybody was recovered, championship team. No doubt. You broke up something so great.
For at least 2 years.
I agree. At least
2 to 3 years. They could have had an error. They could have went 3 times, but they should have won.
No matter what, a lot of people prior to, I guess, popular, I guess, opinion, in my opinion, I always thought Miami could have went a whole lot longer than what they did. But see, you got what was his name?
Chris Bosh.
No, not Chris Bosh. Mike. Mike Miller, this amnesty deal they did with him. I'm like, bro, you literally have like the most OG 3-pointer shooter besides Ray Allen right now. Like,
yes, sir. They had this.
Come on.
Can we have this conversation after this? Because I got some contrary beliefs about that. Keep in mind, I'm a Miami Heat.
Yeah.
I am a deep Miami Heat fan.
I have another friend that's a Heat fan. His name's Jeremiah. He holds real high to them.
No, I hold high to them, but during that era, I was ashamed of them. But that's another story for another day. And y'all like, damn, this why?
Yeah,
I'll get into that because I was really kind of upset because look, it's something that throws me off about a superpower team or overpowered team. Like, it's fine.
It's almost like it's not real.
Yeah, it was just like at that point it wasn't.
I'm being a little too ungrateful.
Anytime I seen them play, it was just like, oh, like it wasn't like no nail biter, no damn, it's gonna be a good game. Like there was no team that just. So to me they was a good team, but it was like something that you would create on a game to cheat. Yeah. It was a true ass.
And I think that's why I've always been offended. Why? And I'm sorry, but it's like I'm really not sorry. I hate when people be like, KD is so weak for joining, and I'm like, at the end of the day,
he didn't help them. So
because look at him. Domino effect. Like you got Draymond. You got Draymond that didn't understand that he was sixth man of the year. Draymond basically never understood that he was gonna have to be a behind the scenes man. And he wanted to be Mr. Number 3. But what I'm saying is he wasn't like that before they had that record. You never even heard of Draymond Green before that record.
I never heard of Draymond Green.
So I guess
he went to Michigan.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, who's Michigan outside of the Fab Five? Like, who are they? It's like, basically, how I'm looking at it is, you got KD, who added 5,000 extra points. Once again, it's like a video game. It's like a cheat code. And once again, you got ungrateful people that don't realize you didn't win that ring. Like, to this day, whether y'all like it or not, Shaq won Kobe and D-Wade them rings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's about the D-Wade one.
Let's argue. I disagree.
Shaq, it was too big at the time.
No. He helped. The Kobe ones, I can give him that.
But with D-Wade, he helped.
That was a partnership. That was a true partnership.
I can't say a true partnership. He helped.
I mean,
he helped.
At the end of the day, separate them and would there have been championship?
All I can say the true difference between that is
no, I mean, like, in your opinion, do you feel like it would have been? Like, I'm saying separate Shaq and put him in his own area and put D-Wade back in Miami. Do you really think either one of them would have been potential to win a ring at that time? You know what I'm saying?
Depending on who you put on the Heat. I don't know the exact roster because I was extremely young at the time. Like, I was like,
because I mean, that's like with the Kobe and Shaq drama that had just reoccurred.
Shaq could have won that by himself. He's damn near like the new.
Basically, that's what they were saying was, Kobe was like, yeah, Shaq, if he would just practice more and lost more weight, then we would have had no telling how many more rings.
He was still the most dominant force on the freaking floor.
Yeah, until Harden, not Harden, but what's his name? Superman. I forgot his damn name. He said shit like a bully. He got little big shoulders.
Bro, you're literally
Orlando. Then he got
Dwight Howard.
Yes, he's literally talking about Dwight Howard right now.
Bro, that's funny. I'm so sorry.
He got the Odell hair. He got Odell last year.
That's damn. Shout out Dwight Howard, man. Look, no disrespect, it's nothing but love, but you got a funny shaped body. But until what's his name?
Who? Shaq?
No, the
Dwight Howard.
Yeah. Bro, I'm not saying that you wasn't.
Oh, when I kept saying Carmen.
I'm not saying.
That's her name.
I'm not saying that you're not a dominant force in the league. You feel me? I'm just saying that.
2019 Dwight. I don't even know where this man came from. And at this point, I'm like, he back in his
Terminator, bro.
Right? He's Superman again.
Hold on, hear me out. What I'm saying is, Shaq was the force until he came along, right? And then he disappeared for the longest. So it's like we was left with nobody to truly call our savior of a center. And then this big dude from the Bucks pop up. I'm like, look at him.
Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis, bro, this man is like, let's be honest. You can put Superman against Giannis, but that's his kryptonite. I guess he met his match.
Montez perfect. It's like, put it like this. He's indefinitely suspended. And now, here this kid is. Indefinitely suspended without pay.
How old is he? Is he young?
Question. I think he is young.
I mean, Google is some people's best friend, but not on my phone. Like my phone that day.
We'll have to pop y'all up the stats.
Oh Jesus!
But I think honestly, it's like one of those things. Depending on what provoked him, you know, we don't know what the catalyst was because, like I'm saying, it looked like that quarterback was literally starting the fight. Like if you play it all the way back to the beginning,
if you start, it's like he when he tackled him, the quarterback did something.
You know,
like
the first version that I saw was all the way in the end zone. I didn't get to see like. It probably went like 7 hours before I actually saw the original first hit. So I was like, yeah, maybe he kind of did this. Like, I'm going to still experience
I feel like the quarterback, so when he got tackled,
but he went into his groin.
What I seen is the quarterback pushed his
and then he punched him in his groin too. So it's like, as a man, how would y'all react if...
I'm not going to get up and shake his hand, I tell you that.
Like, if you, like, when you play football, what would you do if somebody, like, you know what I mean?
And don't get me wrong, I've taken helmets to the nuts, I've taken shins, elbows, cleats, like all of that.
Cleats, God.
Bro, yeah, you would be surprised. You'll be surprised. Indoor plants weird. Really, you're just diving on top of a whole bunch of bodies.
That's what I always figured it was.
And it was fun.
That's why I just played offense and I would just run.
I mean, it was great. But when it comes to that, in my opinion, I feel like if you're making that much money, you just gotta let it roll off your motherfucking back. Like, is that a mosquito?
That's what I'm saying.
Especially if you have a family, it's one of those
like,
things.
Did anybody clock this man out to get tackled? No. So go ahead and take the hit and go home. And then it's like, I guess on another aspect, is this kind of showing the transition of quarterbacks that we are seeing? Because it ain't no more of this hut 1, 2, 3 step. No, bro, you need to be in motion. Like, look at Lamar Jackson right now. Y'all real deal mad because you finally see what actual mobility is. Like, I
got a better phrase for what she's trying to say is the quarterbacks of this generation, they know gotta step up and tackle them like a running back, receiver, or like you're gonna tackle anybody.
Because the quarterback at the end of the day is the leader of offense, meaning the goal of the quarterback is to get as many points as possible. That is the goal of the quarterback.
I don't want to sound dumb, so I'm not gonna say this out loud. Is Lamar Jackson Deshaun Jackson little brother? No. You see, I ain't gonna sound stupid.
Nah, but I'm
Look, I was gonna whisper it. I was like, damn, the camera still see me whisper.
It's so funny because we got to record it right.
Oh yeah,
bro, that's really what I did like what I did. I was like, damn, it don't even fucking matter.
No, it's like the SpongeBob meme was like, hi, I'm ugly.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
No, all right, I'm gonna cry. But no, like, I guess really my thing of it is like football is just transitioning. Like, if you're too slow, you need to get out the league or change your position. Like, I'm sorry, but you have to once again adapt. This dude out here looking like if Eli Manning had a little brother. That's what the Steelers quarterback looked like last night. Like, bro, what?
And then you got young
I'm ashamed.
Brother out here running through people, spinning on people, just looking amazing out there. This Lamar Jackson fellow is amazing. Look at me. I sound like Stephen A. Smith.
And I guess really it's like
pump the brakes.
He'd be like, pump the brakes. Because I guess it's like when you really looking at football in general, it's like I'm saying, Big Ben era. That's done, bro.
A stand in the pocket quarterback is done, over with, finito. No. If your quarterback can't run at this point in time because these linemen, these linebackers, these corners, these safeties, everybody on this field literally is so damn fast. If your quarterback can't move, and no, there's no more 3 to 4 seconds in the pocket. It's more like 2 to 3 seconds in the pocket. So if you don't have a mobile quarterback,
because then you play quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you feel like even when you was playing, like, I guess, you know, in high school and stuff like that, were you kind of playing in the style of what you see quarterbacks doing, or were you more like still in the pocket?
See, when I played, we was designed to pretty much run options. So, like, I was pretty much a running back. I played running back in middle school, but our quarterback was terrible in high school. Hopefully you don't watch this. But
hey,
I switched over because the dude who was going to play running back already had connections.
Yeah.
Even though I was already, like, in my opinion, better than him.
Right.
So I was like, let me just play running, like, quarterback.
Yeah.
You play running back, we could be a dual threat in the backcourt. Well, backfield, my bad. And so then when I would throw the ball, it's like I had, like you said, like 2 seconds because the line was
exactly.
And so it's one of those things where it's like, if I'm throwing the ball, I'm like Lamar Jackson. I'm not throwing it deep down the field because I ain't got time to read. I'm throwing it right here, slants all day long. But it's like you said.
Because how I'm looking at it is now, it's like what's not evolving is offensive linemen. That is the one line of position.
That's a lie.
I feel like defensive.
Chelsea, you remember that day we was at work, and this big fellow. Please don't watch this video. I'm talking about look like. Have you know Pokemon?
Talking about that tub of butter?
No, tub of lard. You know the Pokemon Muck. That's what he's coming and looking like. Please put that pop up on the screen, Muck.
But I thought he said he didn't play on that position.
No, he said he's that. No, it's not even about what he said. It's about that's what linemen back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, damn near 90s used to look like.
But no, not saying like body types. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what is a lineman doing special to protect their quarterback, to give your quarterback at least 5 seconds to not only no. What I'm saying is by the time a lineman has to split second think, are you blocking? Like what's going on? Because what I'm saying is like most of these teams, when you're looking at what their real downfall is, I was saying it's their O-line.
It depends on the type.
Because if your O-line is not protecting,
what system are they running now? It's not about protecting.
Facts.
So you got to think about some players are better in certain systems. You got some players who have a better innate, as you said, IQ in basketball. Their IQ works better for them when it comes to pass blocking instead of run.
Or put it like this. Would they look as good if Lamar Jackson wasn't as mobile? You get what I'm saying?
Think about it like
Think about if they had any other quarterback that was slower, then it would expose the fact that really the O-line ain't that good. It's just the fact that your quarterback can push the line of scrimmage.
Flip it this way. What if Lamar Jackson was with another O-line? Could he still move like that?
No.
Exactly. So it's his O-line that's making him be able to move like that because it is in their design scheme to be able to, honestly speaking, 9 times out of 10, like he just said, when he was a running quarterback, his first, he did the option, boom, boom, and he wasn't looking downfield. He's slant, bubble. You got curls, flats, just different things like that. So honestly, off the meat, right, as their group alignment, their core set alignment, their core traits is probably, we don't want him having 5 seconds in the pocket. We don't even want him having 4 seconds in the pocket. He's 9 times out of 10 going to have 2 seconds in the pocket. It's Hut, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and you're going to see him.
But what I'm saying
his shoulders
is,
this way and run or this way.
Why don't the Patriots? Well, I mean, that's a
whole different. It's the system. You got to understand the systems are designed for the players that they have.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson they designed that.
So
system
then why wasn't the Titans system designed for Mariota? Because clearly Tannehill.
Look, he got this.
Look, so like the reason why Lamar Jackson was like, I'm gonna take a little bit back. The reason why Lamar Jackson was like passed up is because of his style of play and nobody wouldn't invest into that. Same thing with Marcus. He's low key kind of like Lamar Jackson a little bit.
Not as good.
Yeah, but like
Tennessee's offense with Lamar Jackson would make both of them look shitty. It would be just like it is with Mariota. Because
so that's
Tennessee
what I'm saying.
That
but that's what I'm saying. I'm not asking that. I'm asking, is it switchable? So like, would Mariota still look good in that position? You get what I'm saying?
Are you talking about where Lamar Jackson is?
Yes.
Yeah, most certainly. Because Mariota did it when he was younger. He just ain't gonna look as good doing it.
But
because you gotta think Lamar Jackson got style. This man.
Well, Mariota, like either last year or the year before, was like the fastest quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
So it's like
that don't mean he's shifty. Lamar Jackson is shifty like a freaking.
Or is he not shifty anymore because of all the hits he's having?
Mariota, he's just straight down the field because like in college he was just bam.
And then once again, Mariota's more of a slider, yes or no, versus Lamar is not. So
that was trained because he wasn't always a slider. When you get to the league, they train you to slide. They don't want their quarterbacks taking hits.
That's garbage.
What do you mean it's garbage? Why would you want your...
Because you're going to get hurt all the time. But
yeah,
it's one of those things
think about it. If you could potentially get sacked... What I'm saying is, I know it sounds risky, but if you could potentially get sacked, what's more risky about that with your O-line versus just go ahead and at least I got the touchdown.
But then again, like,
go ahead and go for it.
Most teams have just one like legit quarterback, and if they go to the backup,
and see,
their
that's
whole
why
season is just trash.
That's why honestly I hate the Patriots, but that's why I love the Patriots at the same time. Is because there's no
man, Tom Brady.
Bro, get off.
Tell him like crazy.
I mean, he a goat.
I cannot goat him. Like I went back home, my little brother gonna say, "Young boy has been goated." I almost smacked.
Oh my god!
Because I think the main thing of it is that at the end of the day, it's not saying that Tom Brady is the GOAT. Okay, there are greats of their eras. There are greats of their eras.
I agree with that. I would totally agree.
You going into the NFL that's had dominantly or predominantly white quarterbacks, and that goes back to even colleges. There are black quarterbacks that had to change their position once they reached universities because the only way they would have started would have been to go to a HBCU. So it's like, as we're seeing more black quarterbacks become the starter, that system is either going to change. And once again, going back into what is these football teams doing in the summertime? Because, bro, you got all that time to either make or break it. And Belichick, he don't look like he's ever wavered in adapting. He's like this man is the head coach and the defensive coach. Like, bro, who got time for all that? Ain't nobody even that talented. So it's like that goes back to the IQ. Because either you're going to be intelligent enough and your quarterback's going to be intelligent enough, or everything's just going to kind of... But I've never played football, so it's like I've only been a watcher, and it just seems like every time it's like, dang, y'all had the opportunity to do this. Like, there's been times where you can see the perfect play on third down, missed opportunity. Let's say you're 4th and 1, and they real deal punt the ball. For what? You don't trust your players that much? So, I mean, my whole thing about it is like, it all goes back to, do you have a Big Ben or do you have a Lamar? You got somebody that's big and slow or agile and mobile.
But that's the thing. It depends on the system, what you're looking for in a quarterback. And
I feel like all the systems are going to change.
And how well, because as a quarterback, you have one main job. Throw the ball. Get the ball to the other players.
Facts.
And the second job is throw the ball. If you can't throw the ball, regardless if it's short, pass, medium, long, and once again, different systems are designed to go. Some are designed to go medium, short, long, or some of them are take longer routes or strikes than short ones. But
so do you think that also has to go into play with where that player came from in college?
Of course, I feel like just like everything in life, I feel like college should be designed and geared to get that player ready for the league. Meaning, when I say that, just like when you went from middle school to high school, you couldn't do some of the things that you was doing, some of the classes you was taking in high school without having done them in middle school. Like, not home ec, because anybody can learn to cook. But like math, you feel me? You couldn't do algebra unless you knew how to add 1 + 2, right? So I think that, just like she was saying, the summer, like I said earlier, that's not enough time to truly change a whole system, because you, number one, you just came off of learning a system for 4 years, and then you expect a player, not just saying you, but people expect a player to learn a whole system in a summer. That don't even make sense. You had 4 years, 9 times out of 10, even if you did come one, two, like most players don't leave their college to their junior, senior year. That's damn near the cutoff. You got to be at least junior, senior. Some sophomores, some, you know what I'm saying, but that's not often.
Right,
so
definitely.
My main focus, what I'm getting at is, you can't expect these young guys to be out here learning huge systems, because they got shit like phone, bottle, water, remote key, headphones, and each thing I just said is telling you to go up in a direction, and it's telling you to do a motion and then run straight. It's just these playbooks are not going to be able to be learned in.
Or also, is it the fact that once they get into the league, it's more about the money versus trying to be the best at your craft?
I mean,
because if you really wanted to do it, you could hire a trainer.
Money's coming to the colleges now, so
You know what I'm saying?
But it's one of those things. It's like if you're getting paid, like in the NFL, if you're getting paid to learn that, you gotta be a professional and be like, I gotta do this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are they being lazy?
But in college, it's more like I still got class in the summer sometimes.
Well, no, I would say honestly, in perspective with college, okay, I'm on scholarship, bro. Like this spot ain't guaranteed. Yeah. So in college, that's why they do the best that they can. Versus NFL, it's like, I already made my check. Like check right there. What else do I need to do? You know, it's almost like it sucks to say, but even in the NBA, it's like some of those players, all they worried about is $9 million.
Yeah.
You know?
But also, like, the smart coaches know that not everybody's going to learn that system.
True.
And so they implement what they need to. So it's like, what you run, like, the first game is not what you're going to run in the playoffs. Because you're going to evolve, and then you're going to watch film. You're going to be like, all right, this don't work no more. Let's trash this.
Because preseason never looks like...
Preseason is rough, baby.
It's like looks like an extra long, like, scrimmage or something. It's like, bro,
it's like a 4-week... Yeah, just a 4-week, 32-team scrimmage. Honestly, it's just like a fucking... you remember the 7-on-7s when all them damn teams would come? It's just like one of those, and the coach used to make you watch and stay. Because you play next... And you really don't play to the end of the day.
Right. He's like, bro, let me go to the concession stand.
Can I go take a fucking nap on the bus, dude? You're doing the most.
Sounds boring. Because I ain't even gonna lie. Like, the only way I can relate is like with soccer. It's like middle school soccer, you play like a beehive. And then by the time you in high school, bruh, if you're not having foot skills, you're gonna get exposed. Because eventually it's like either you're gonna be a cold defensive player, you're gonna be a midfielder that's a facilitator, or you're gonna be up top as a striker, meaning like basically in that position your job is to use physics, basically, meaning you're at a high speed, and with that velocity, tap it in. That's the problem with a lot of strikers, is like they don't know how to just tap that joint, because it's like your speed is gonna make it go way faster than what you think. But
and most people trying to
right.
And that don't.
I mean, even being a keeper in high school, it's like in middle school, yeah, they might, kick you to the middle or something like. But in high school, it's like, bro, you gotta start like going from angle, corner to corner, because that ball's gonna curve, and depending on if you can think fast, it's over with. But same thing as football, I guess, because like how you were teaching me with the whole, gloves once they hit that pocket. Versus, I'm thinking like, why don't you just? But
it's gotta hit that triangle.
Yeah,
and it's more like it's just like this. You just gotta you just grab it, but you can't grab it like this because it's gonna go through. You gotta give it something new.
Facts.
You gotta give it something for the energy to transfer through it. In other words, like you were saying, use the physics.